Hope y'all tap in, man, for the call in, man. We waiting to hear from y'all, man. See
Exactly.
what's going on.
Yep. Let's get our state of the Philadelphia Eagles started. Welcome to Broad Street, y'all.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 149. Welcome to the Broad Street Call-In State of the Eagles edition of the Birds of Broad Street with your boy Cool Cat Connor and your boy Smitty Eagle. What up, Smitty?
What's good, man? Man, my two big lights blowed on. I don't know what happened to my lights, man. They won't come on. So I got the small lightage, and my lightage is all messed up. But hey, you a gamer, Cool Cat? You play games? You play video games?
I got my PlayStation 5 up here.
Guess what? You know how the Call of Duty finna come out? The new one, the Black Ops 6?
Yep.
Us Xbox people will be receiving it for free. If y'all play Xbox, we will get the game for free as they pay 70 plus dollars for it. We will get it for free.
Right.
We own Activision, you know what I'm saying? So we making some big improvements. You might want to change it up, Cool, because I don't know.
I'll think about it. I might do that. I mean, Spider-Man.
We've been down for a minute though, man, because like we didn't own any property in the gaming sites, but you know what I'm saying, now they done bought a few things. They got some things coming up. What's good with y'all, man? But let's get into these Eagles.
Yeah, let's get into these Eagles. I see you guys in the chat. Listen, late in a few minutes or so after we give our state of the Eagles. If you stay on long enough with us, we'll give you guys the link. We'll do a call-in like we do every single time we do this Broad Street call-in, and we'll bring you guys in. So please stay with us, rock with us, enjoy the content. And if you haven't done it, guys, we're 88 days, about to be 87 once we get to 815. If you would please kindly hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel and all of our channels, man. It would really help us out in a big way, okay? Help us out in a big way, man. Me, Moan, Notion, Trigger Trey, Smitty, your boy, all of us, man. It really helps. But as we do every Birds of Broad Street, we got to give you guys the word of the day. And the word of the day today is state. State, the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. Before we get to position by position, Smitty, we talked about it yesterday. Let's talk about it here. What is the state in your eyes of the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles?
Prosperous, man. I think we're in a good spot. We blessed. We in a great spot to be, you know what I'm saying, where we at this moment, man. Like, I don't think it's many teams that can say a down season is 11-6. Like, um, I just don't see it the way, you know, most might. So I think we're in a good spot, man. I think heading forward, we got a lot of young talent that's gonna be able to step in and do some things here, man. So um I really think I think we're gonna have an enjoyable season coming forward, and we're gonna see some interesting camp. So I listen. I think this might be our most interesting preseason, to be honest. Like I think the games we play this year in the preseason are gonna be more interesting than usual. It's just I just do I think the state of the Eagles though, man. I think we in a prosperous situation, man. We blessed.
Yep, I agree with you. The state of the Eagles for me, I love what I'm seeing from everybody. I love what I see from this team. I love what I see from number one, Jalen freaking Hurts. Is we're 88 days. We're about to be 87 once we hit 8:15 in a few minutes. We'll see how they is on the field, man. But I love what I see from OTAs. I love what I see from minicamp. We're getting so close to training camp. I love what I see from this Philadelphia Eagles. So let's go ahead. Actually, what I'll do is we'll just give you guys the link right now, and let me hear from y'all because I know you guys are fired up in the chat. So I'm gonna send you guys the link right now. If y'all want to come in while we talk, here's the link. This is a one-time deal, y'all. So take this link while you can. So let me go ahead and start up the intro and stuff before we give our State of the Eagles right now.
No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. No one cares. No one likes us. We don't care. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. No one cares. No one likes us. We don't care. Fly, let's fly. And we'll go to victory. Fly, let's fly. And we'll go 7, 1, 2, 3. Get 'em low, make 'em high. Watch our eagles fly. Let's fly, let's fly. And we'll go to victory.
So if y'all want to come in, there's the link. Y'all. Come on in. So let's start it off with Jalen freaking Hurts with the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. Smitty, quarterback, Jalen freaking Hurts. What's your thoughts?
Hey, I heard some good things, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though people wanted to report all the negative comings of the quarterback pause, I heard some good things. I heard he was, you know, obviously when you change responsibility, sometimes it takes a little minute to adjust. A lot of people want to say we're gonna struggle. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna pick up this offense. I think he's gonna perform well. I think it's gonna actually enhance some of his better traits. Um, I think he's ready to regulate, man. I think he's, you know what I'm saying, he's one of those guys who's gonna work hard. He I hate to say it like this, right? I don't really like to say the Kobe effect, but he does. He takes the Kobe approach to things. Like Kobe wasn't the most athletic. Kobe wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, if I go in the gym and I get my skills and I get my moves that I want to perform well down pat, you can't stop me. And Jalen Hurts is the same way. He goes in the gym. He's in the gym every day. Um, the man is working. And yeah, we finna take summer break, but I'm pretty sure he gonna still be working. You know what I mean? So he ready to lead, man. I think this offense is really gonna showcase what Jalen Hurts can really do when you give him the reins of being a quarterback and not just a dual threat. I think he's gonna have the opportunities to do some things this season that we might be like, oh, we didn't know Jalen could do that. So I'm ready to see, what's going on. It's going to be a good situation for Jalen this year.
Right. I agree with you. I believe in Jalen. Y'all know how I am with him. You know, the interceptions last year, It is what it is, but knowing my boy, he will get that fix. Now, a lot of people was talking, and we talked about this as well, Smitty, about the comments of 95% of the offense is new. You hear people on 94 WIP talking about it and all that stuff. What was your thoughts on that comment? And his press conference.
95% is new because the responsibility, and some of the progressions and things of that nature has changed. Like I told y'all before, they're gonna ask Jalen to do some things he hasn't done, but they think they're comfortable with him doing them. So I think it's one of those things where he gonna be asked to make some throws. He gonna be asked to do some things, but it's gonna be a learning curve here for the next few months. Hopefully, me personally, this is what I would do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and Kellen Moore should be, kind of trying to stay in touch, trying to, stay talking, because y'all need each other to really make it pop. So, I think the 95% thing was more saying, yeah, because it's not really, it wasn't the routes. He said a lot of the things look the same, but the responsibility changes. You know what I'm saying? When I ask you, hey, look, I know normally you would look at AJ Brown on this play. This would be your go-to play is AJ Brown, right?
Right.
And I don't need you to look at AJ this time. What I need you to do is I need you to look this way. I need you to move the safety across. So now we can get to this pass that's coming across in the middle, and it's gonna be wide open. But Jalen, I need you to do something different. 95% of it is the responsibility change, what they're asking him to actually perform and do. And I think that's a good thing, man. I think he needs some change up anyways. So asking him to do something different ain't a bad thing. So they're gonna ask. Hey, Jig, I was just gonna get into that. They're gonna ask him to stay in the pocket too. They're gonna ask him, hey, look, we don't need you to run unless you have to.
Right.
We don't want. Listen, the worst thing an offensive coordinator wants them to say is we do something to make him null and void. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like them saying, oh, make him stay in the pocket, we can win the game. No, we want them to make you stay in the pocket and you eliminate the threat. Like, all right, you want me to stay here? This is how you gonna play it. I'm gonna pick you apart, and we're gonna be open. We're gonna do things, and then when you need to, boom, we can get out of here. We can make moves to go do other things. That's why you heard people saying the tush push might be a little bit less this year. I said it already before the report came out because it's simple math. We're going to do things to throw you off from the tush push. So when you do get hit with it in a quick moment, you're not prepared for it. The thing about the last 2 years, right now, man, just right now, Randy.
Yeah, just right now, I sent you guys the link for a call-in show. So if you guys want to pop in, now's the time to do it. So the link's already been sent. I'll send it in a few minutes again, but it is a call-in show. If y'all want to come in and give your state of the Eagles, come on in. But go ahead, Smitty, continue.
Yeah. So like the thing about like is 95%, right? Obviously, people looking at it as 95%, but it's gonna be one of those things where the responsibility of where you going with the passes is opened up.
Good, Randy.
You know what I'm saying? Now Kellen Moore is gonna ask, okay, we're gonna stay in the pocket. Now we can do things from the pocket. We're gonna make things open. And then when we get outside, when you get hit with the tush push, it's gonna be such a hit. Boom, it's gonna hit you. You're like, oh, we wasn't ready for it. The last 2 years, especially last year, people was prepared for it. They knew it was coming. You don't want people to know it's coming just because you can. You know what I mean? You want to be able to catch people off their feet. So people, because one of those can go for a big one.
Right.
With that sweep with Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think things is gonna change, obviously, because you got new leadership. So I think I want him to stay mobile, but I want him to, you know what I'm saying, be able to, if they take your mobility away, still be able to use your arm.
Yeah. Before we continue on with the rest of the offense, King Eagle says, how long do you think it'll take to learn the verbiage of the new offense?
Um, it's a work in progress, right? Because that's why you notice a lot of quarterbacks in their second year they become more comfortable in the system, right? So I don't think you ever know the whole verbiage in the first year. But I think he'll become more comfortable with it. Uh, I'll say it'll take us a few weeks. I think somewhere around probably right around the bye, we should be very comfortable in rolling. I think at that point you should be comfortable hearing Kellen calling the plays over and over again in your helmet. Um, and you'll be able to understand and decipher what's going on. I think somewhere around week 5 you should see a gel when we come back and play Cleveland. I think we should be looking pretty good.
Right. Don't worry, we'll have multiple call-ins, Richard. So be on the lookout. So the next up on the State of the Eagles is wide receiver room. We got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. We got a battle for the third wide receiver. So what's your thoughts on AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and the rest of the wide receiver room?
I think we got a lot of young talent, man. I think outside of AJ and Devontae, we already know what we get with those two guys, man. They've been two years back to back 1,000-yard receivers. Obviously, you want to see it for the third year, continuous. Um, but I think it's a situation where like you got three guys fighting for one spot. What's good, Big Willie?
What up, Big Willie? What up, John?
Oh yeah, what's good, John? Where you got like how you explain it? So you got two
Dash.
solidified guys, right? You ain't got to worry about AJ. You ain't got to worry about Devontae. You just want to get them theirs. Then you got three guys right now, and you got trade opportunities if you need be because you still got money in the where you got talent at the receiver. Like I like Anaya Smith. He was on my draft board, Richard. A lot of people, he was on my draft board, man. What's good, Ash? But he was on my draft board, man. He was very high on my draft board at that because I knew kind of what we was gonna go with the receiver situation. Um, I kind of understood what we needed at the receiver. I thought he was probably, I ain't gonna say the best slot receiver you could get, but I think without the injuries, he's somewhere in that top 3 to 5 range for slot receivers coming out of this draft. So I like it. Nice. He's able to get loose. I think what he needs to do now though, obviously I know it sounds crazy, but I think he need to drop his weight back down.
Right.
2 years ago when he was lighter at Texas A&M, he had a breakout season and he packed on some weight to try to stay healthy. But it slowed him down. His route running diminished a little bit. But I think if he need to drop a few pounds, and I want to see how he come back off this stress fracture. I think he still should be good though. I like him though.
Right. Salute to everybody in the chat rocking with us. Let's see.
Showed up. What's happening?
What's up, everybody? Cool Cat, we going to dominate. We'll talk about it. We'll give our thoughts. We'll also react to the top 5 teams that the Check Down crew revealed this past Saturday. We'll once again talk about that. So we'll talk about it. Let us focus on the offense, and then we'll let you guys know. So salute to everybody. It's Twiz, Richard, John, Stu, Miss Ash, Randy. Salute to everybody rocking with us, man. But yeah, for me, the offense, wide receivers, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith. Elias, he might be third, but there's a battle for the third wide receiver room. What's your thoughts on who you think is going to take that spot at third wide receiver?
I think it's going to be Paris. But I think it could be John or Paris, to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be. I think it could get interested, man, because you like I said, you got some young talent, man, that can really get busy, man. They really can turn up. You know what I mean? So I just Anais, Paris. You got 3 guys right now fighting for it. Anais, Paris, and John. I'm gonna go with Paris Campbell, man. I think it's gonna be Paris Campbell. I do. I think I think it's gonna be Paris Campbell.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be Paris Campbell as well. Yep. Yeah, salute to Moan, man. She salute to everybody in the chat. Yep, we saw Sir Jam, Twist, nigga. We love the speed, which I'm afraid to be honest. Yep.
Why you afraid, Jigga?
Yeah. You got this
We gonna be
guy. Hold on, the StreamYard. Niners better 10. Eagles, okay. You mean then, not Dan. Yep. We got Elias, a weapon. Get that kid the ball. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
what's good, bro.
Yeah, we're good, everybody. Next up, the tight end position. We still got Greg Pecatera and Goddard. What's your thoughts on the tight end room?
Unknown outside of Dallas. A lot of unknown. You know what I mean? It's a lot of question marks. I think we got some talent in there. I think, with Kellen Moore, he likes to get the tight ends involved as we've seen in his prior stints at other teams. You know what I'm saying? So I think then we gonna see. I think that's the room where you're gonna have to figure out who can take over and do a couple things. But I think we got 4 or 5 guys in there right now figuring it out. So obviously we know Dallas got gonna get a big one. Albert, yep, sure enough, Albert O. CJ Uzma. I think he's in there too. Uzama. Who else we got? Grant Calcaterra still there.
Yeah.
So we got 4 or 5 guys in there. We're gonna be all right, man. I think we're gonna get a good opportunity to see what they got. And if anything, we probably can get another guy somewhere else, man. But
Right. I agree with you. We got Goddard, who is arguably a top 5, top 10 tight end. Not going to work for his health. Same thing with the rest of the tight ends, too. So I agree with you on that. Before we get to Saquon Barkley, Will Shipley, and Kenneth Gainwell, this is right here from Richard. What do you think about getting Cook if we get him cheap?
Dalvin?
He said Cook. I think that's what he meant.
I wouldn't be mad about that, man. I wouldn't be mad about that. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be mad. Not at all. Not at all. You're not asking him to do a lot. He the backup. I don't know what he would be asking for. But that means somebody got to go.
Right. Yeah, you mean Calvin Cook. You mean Dalvin, because you said Calvin.
Yeah, he meant Dalvin.
Yeah, you meant Dalvin. But let's see. Salute to everybody. Yeah, Bird's looking good, but whole team got to stay healthy. Whole season, honestly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he said Dalvin. Yep. So, speaking of the run, go ahead, Smitty.
I just said interesting. That's interesting.
Yep. Speaking of the running backs, Will Shapley, Kenneth Gainwell, and Saquon Barkley. What's your thoughts on the running back room?
I think prosperous right now. Obviously Saquon Barkley is it's still a dream that we got him on this team. You know what I'm saying? But I think Will Shipley, for me, coming out of college, I mean, he's supposed to have a better performance in his last previous season, but the whole Clemson team struggled. Will Shipley is dynamic though. He's not going to be running in between the tackles. He gives me Austin Eckler type vibes, where he can get into the passing game and really be explosive, make a couple guys miss in the open field, make a big play. He can take maybe an RPO outside where he go get 6 or 7 yards on a little play where he can do a few things. But I know they're gonna give Kenny Gainwell some carries if he's still on his roster, right? He's still gonna be a part of this offense. I'm nervous in that sense, but they told me that my head coach won't be in. Oh, we got the one dude too. From Georgia.
Right.
Sheesh.
Y'all let us know who his name is.
Um, dang it. I had just reposted it earlier. Let me go see. We
Yeah,
got the one kid out of Georgia too. He probably gonna be practice squad if anything. I think he can make an impact later in the season if it come down to it. But I think we got some promise back there. Obviously, when you add Saquon Barkley, it's a big up. Um, Kendall Milton, that's his name. That's his name.
yeah, yeah. But I agree with you. Yeah, Milton.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Kendall Milton.
yep. Yeah, I agree with you on the running back position. Let's see. Who is one dark horse you guys think can make the team? I'm going with Kendall Milton.
He going Kendall Milton, dark horse,
Yeah.
dark horse. I'm gonna go Johnny Wilson, man.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that
No, I like the one dude, Bryce. I think his last name Bryce.
Huff.
No, I said last name Bryce.
Oh,
I'm gonna go find it. Hold on.
yeah.
He a
Yeah,
he a DN. He a D tackle. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
right. Well, there's a lot of people that's gonna be off this team that I want, but man,
Where the fuck he at? I'm gonna just go with the one dude that I said.
yeah,
I'm gonna take
yeah. I'll say
Johnny Wilson.
yeah. I'll say Milton because outside of him, there really isn't anybody else. There might be some surprises. I gotta check out the depth chart before we get to training camp. Man, yeah. So I'm with you. I'm with you guys.
Van Summerman.
Johnny Wilson may be good red zone because of his size.
Hey
I
man,
like,
them 5 yard fades gonna hit.
yeah. I like linebacker Brandon Smith. Yeah. Johnny Wilson, I forgot all about him. What is the wide receiver that we drafted? I forgot about Johnny
Yeah,
Wilson.
that boy 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Offensive line. I know we talked about this yesterday. Do you want to talk about it? Because to be honest with you, I got no problem. I got no problem with it because Stoutland University. Hold on, we got still. What up, Unc?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling tonight, man?
We chilling, man, relaxing.
Yeah, we giving our state of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. So
Hey, y'all! I heard you just say about the dark horse that we're looking at. I'm gonna go with McAllen Castles out of the tight end we just got out of I want to say Tennessee.
right. I like
That's the dark horse to make the team. I think because I'm sorry, Cal Katera. I haven't seen enough from him to where I'm really, you say, hey, that's going to be the guy. And Albert Okwe-Ibenam, I don't know what he going to do. He's got promise, but I ain't seen nothing yet. But this young rookie,
they said he showed up a little bit in OTAs, huh? They said he was out there showing out a little bit.
yeah, but okay, OTA Warriors, yay! I ain't worried about that. Out there in shorts and t-shirts, no pads on, ain't no hitting. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear.
We didn't really use him last year. I don't even think he got no PT last year.
That's true. I think he got one pass thrown to him last year.
And it was a little like out to the flat.
Yeah,
cool.
I ain't even gonna front.
Yeah.
I don't think he got enough of a chance. But at the same time, with Jack Stoll gone, he might get
gonna play
some.
mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna get right there. That's gonna be fun to see who they get. I think they got the opportunity to go get somebody too now. I mean, if you can find somebody out there that's a little bit more explosive than those guys, maybe you can go get something if you don't like what you see. You know Howie ain't gonna be impatient. If he don't like the tight end room and Kellen like using tight ends, he'll go get him something else.
Right. So still I want to hear from you. We already at offensive line, but we know Stoutland University gonna get this right. but we'll hear from Smitty about that. Your state of the Philadelphia Eagles on the offense side of the ball. What's the state of the Eagles on the offense first?
Offense. My main thing about offense is, man, let's just it's going how I expected actually with OTAs and minicamp because you got a more experienced play caller coming in, and he's going to put different things into the offense. Now the whole 95% new thing, I don't think that's it. But you know what I'm saying? I think what it is it's like Smitty said earlier, the responsibilities that's going to be taken on by Jalen, and at the same time, um, what's going to be asked of not just Jalen, but other skill position players too, their roles and what they're going to do. So everybody got to get on the same. Like I look at it like this: our offense need to be clicking by the time we get to the Bengals in Week 8. We're gonna have a little slow start, show some rust and stuff like that, but we by Week 8 because I think we got that early bye week in Week 5. So that gives us an extra week to be able to work on some things offensively. I think defensively, we're going to come out the gate and we're going to be straight. Because we've basically been playing some type of Fangio version of the defense for the last 3-4 years. So I'm not really worried about that. I think with the upgrade of players, not really worried there. The offense, though, I think like this. I want to know who that third receiver going to be. Me personally, I heard you say, I'll say Paris Campbell. I want it to be Anaya Smith. But what if it's John Ross?
It could be. I mean, they all fighting for it. I think they all gonna get valuable snaps. But nah, listen, I don't think it's gonna be that late, Stu. Jalen Hurts is a crazy workhorse, man. I think when we come out Week 6, I think we're gonna be hit. I really do, bro. I really do.
As long as it's going.
The only thing that's gonna be the problem, Stu. This is the one thing Jalen is not gonna be comfortable with. Gus, the offensive. Nussmeier is gonna ask him and Kellen Moore to plant his feet, turn and look at the open blitzer and throw right in his face. And don't flinch up. I need you to throw it. I need you to throw it right at him. And the only reason I said I watched them ask Dak to do it. I watched them ask Herbert to do it, and they're gonna ask Jalen to do it. Look, we know that man off the edge is coming, but your help is coming right behind him. Just give it a second. I need you to throw right into the blitz because that's the open zone we need, and it's probably gonna be AJ. It's probably gonna be Smitty, and if you hit that, it's possibly to the crib. I'm gonna need you to hit that.
It could actually be that Texas route you always say you want to see with Saquon. I need to see that. I need to see that with Saquon this year too. Because the fact we ain't do it with Swift last year, I was kind of upset about that. Because I'm telling you, if that's the case, because you think about it, if that blitz is coming from that side, that says got that blitz coming from there. Well, what if you already got Barkley releasing over to that side and he just go out there, all of a sudden it's cut right back in that Texas route right there. Now you got Saquon going downhill, the ball in his hands, head of steam, and you already know that first guy gonna miss. So now how much space Saquon got after that to work with?
And if it's a blitz, it might not be too many more to work with.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that first guy gonna miss, and he might have two blockers in front of him.
Nah, he ain't gonna get to do that, Ready Red. Hell no, he won't be passing 50 times here.
Ready? See, I don't even respond to Ready Red. Ready Red. See, Ready Red do this because he want to try to nitpick at people and try to poke people and try to get them to react. This will make me laugh that I heard. This is the one thing I keep hearing. I keep hearing every Cowboys fans say, Dak team ain't never, this team don't never help him out when he needed. The defense let him down, or this play on offense didn't show up, in this game. But then I keep hearing them say, Jalen got carried to the Super Bowl. Well, if it's a team game, right? And you mentioned about one person's team not stepping up, but you complain that the other person's team is stepping up. Well, which one is it? Which one? Your only complaint about Jalen Hurts is that the front office that we had did their job to put a good enough to put a complete team around him so he can have success.
And they continue to do it. That's the problem. It's not that they see, like, if it was the Matthew Stafford Rams,
Yeah.
then it would have been cool. Everybody been like, oh, they got one run, it's over with, they cashed out. Now they gotta make oh no. It wasn't a one run hit. It was like how it was like, okay, that was a good run. Let me see what I could do to make some better runs. Because we need to get back to that. Shakira.
What's good?
He locked in, man. So I mean, that's the problem. They didn't like to see that it's continuing. It's ongoing. And now they looking at it like, oh, the offense paid to 2026. They brought in young defensive players.
How ironic it was, y'all. And I don't think all of us put the clues. I don't think all of us put it together. Remember last year on the draft when we drafted Jalen Carter, and then we got Nolan Smith, and Micah had said on that live stream that they ain't gonna have enough money to pay AJ in a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all realize that exactly 1 year later on draft day, AJ Brown
Howie Petty, bro.
Oh, exactly. 1 year later.
He's like, oh, you said we wasn't going. Let me pay him real quick.
Exactly.
Hey, Howie and him probably was laughing and all type of stuff.
I'm sorry, Cole, but I'm sorry. I don't need to sit over there with you. That's your spot.
No.
Hey, another DN that's breaking out is the dude we forgot about. Remember I told y'all we forgot about a linebacker, a DN that we had got, Julian Okure.
Julian Okure.
Yeah, he actually, they said he actually been looking real well over there. They said he actually been kind of looking better than a few of the guys, man. You know, a few of the new guys. But I think they said he also played in like a Vic Fangio form defense, so he kind of know the scheme a little better than a lot of the younger guys. So he's probably why he's looking better.
All month long, Ready Red.
It is. So Smitty, go ahead. You're with the state of the Eagles offense. What's your thoughts on the whole offense as a whole?
I think it's gonna be well, man. I don't think we're gonna have the slow start. I think we're gonna have a well start. I think the problem is gonna be the things Jalen probably ain't comfortable with. That's gonna take a little minute. Mm-hmm. But the initiation of like the deep ball and things of that nature, Jalen gonna do that with his eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? I think Saquon's gonna make it a lot easier, so the offense is gonna be able to roll a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? But I think the state of the Eagles is we doing a lot better than a lot of people. We in a great state. I mean, we people want to point out we lost Jason Kelce. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, he's one of those guys, man, that you just don't replace. You know what I'm saying? You don't get an opportunity to get a guy like that on your team every day. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kelce for putting the time in. But when that same guy that's put that time in go say, hey, look, he the one. Bring him here. Let him join with me. Let him run it with me. We're going to do our thing. I'm going to show him how to run this spot. And when I retire, I'm going to come back and continue to show him how to run this spot to make sure he's straight because I picked him. And then you say, eh. And then Stoutland say, yeah, that is the guy. I like exactly what he do. So when you tell me I got a right guard spot and they tell me Mekhi Becton might be my starter if Tyler Steen don't show up and he's 6'7", 350 pounds next to Lane Johnson, I don't know how you stop that if you put those two big men on that right side.
But I also like how Stout said that Steen got a little bit of that Brandon Brooks in him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, hold on now.
It's gonna be a battle in camp,
bro. This is what I love though, cause see,
the thing about Steen, hold on, Stu. The thing about Steen, when you just said that, you don't have to rush him on the field.
No.
Mekhi Becton is a 1-year rental. If you get him in, he play guard for 1 year, and you say that gives Steen chance to bulk up some more, learn the offense some more, get more comfortable, and then you got two vets. I'm not worried. If you don't play Mekhi Becton, you got a great backup behind Steen. I'm in a great spot.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, my thing is this. if you got a guy like that, he young. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think this thing only a second year in the league. He only got limited snaps last year, only played in a couple games last year. But he got that game speed in him now. So he like, I know what it is. Now you said you see the clips of him. It don't look like he gonna get, and don't look like nobody gonna just like run him over. Yeah, you got that one with Jalen Carter. They say Jalen Carter put him on his ass, but we know Jalen Carter gonna do that to quite a few people. So I mean, it's like you got all of that up front, and then you already had Cam Jurgens that was handpicked to take over for Kelsey, who's nothing but just a bigger, stronger version of him. So the old line, I'm looking at that like, not even a worry. That's my thing. My thing is that I think the most interesting thing that I see we're gonna happen this year is if it goes the way I hope it, the way I want it to go, the way I think it's gonna go, you're really gonna start to see Jalen Hurts use the entire field against the defense. The entire field is going to be open, short, intermediate, outside, and over the middle. It don't matter. And I think he's really going to start. I think he's going to start being what I call the surgeon. He's just going to start small cuts here, here, here. Oh, you going to leave that open down the field? Cool. One of y'all go down and take that. Like,
Exactly.
it's going to be a problem. My main thing is, I just hope we don't get too like they say, we don't get too pass happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? We run with still keep a balanced offense. You know what I mean? And then again, you got Saquon Barkley back there. You're gonna have to hand him the ball sometime. You're gonna have to hand him the ball. Especially when you got an offensive line like that, where they can just move people against their will. You gotta hand that ball off.
Exactly.
It's a call in. Hit the call in. You can get up here, man.
Yeah,
What's
man.
up? Yeah, hit the call in, man. I sent y'all the link. If y'all want to join this conversation, bam. It's not that hard. Join the conversation, man. Hey, Stu is a regular. In my book, he's a regular. If you want to join, yeah, you a regular.
I'm basically the class clown showed up. If that's what y'all was waiting for, here I go.
Punk came in. So if y'all want to join us, there's the link, man. Come join us. So let's go ahead. Defense side of the ball, Stu. Corners. What's your thoughts on the cornerback room?
Right. My thoughts on the cornerback room. Okay. I'm gonna say it for Smitty and for DV. So they ain't gotta say it. Bradbury gotta go. Bradbury you ain't gotta say it either, cool cat. You ain't gotta none of y'all gotta say it. Bradbury gotta go. Here's why I say it. I say it because I expected Isaiah Rodgers to be one of those guys to be competing for his position on his roster. I didn't expect him to be this damn good. I know Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, they're going to have to see the field this year in some capacity. And who coming off the field? Slay? C.J. Gardner-Johnson? I don't see that happening. And I could already go ahead and tell you, Avonte Maddox, he might mess around and be the third safety off the bench. Because
maybe fourth, because Sidney Brown coming back. He got something to say.
I don't think. Here's the thing about that. It's not that I don't think Sidney Brown can play the position as well as Maddox. It's just that I think I think the coaching staff fell too in love with Maddox in the slot when Maddox actually should have been out there at safety. But Maddox, because he could play the slot and good one-on-one coverage as a slot corner, we kept him there. We should have actually just put him back out there. You know what I'm saying? Put him back out there as safety. And I think actually at safety, if you like, because to be honest with you, I would rather have. Screw it. I by mid season, by the trade deadline, Bradbury and Slay can both be gone. And that's not because I don't think Slay can do it anymore. It's just that you got Mitchell, Rogers, and DeJean. All those guys is young. You still got Ringo, who's showing up this year. You still got Ricks. You still got Mekhi Gardner. You still got Josh Jobe, Tyler Hall, the new guy we just brought in. All of these guys competing at so many different spots in the secondary, and a lot of these guys are versatile pieces. Maddox, DeJean, CJ Gardner Johnson, you could play them in 3 different spots. You can play each one of them at either safety spot or in a slot. So those 3 being there, those are your 3 most versatile pieces in your secondary. Plus, you got Rodgers, who's the inside-outside guy.
Maddox should not get playing time over Sidney Brown.
I'm Ready Red. You just saying that because you'd rather have Ringo on your team. You think somebody's stupid. Ain't nobody.
I think Bland gonna need a little help, man. He gonna be getting blended this year, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, I know one thing. I hope Trayvon come back and he healthy 100% and get back to playing this game. Even though he a Cowboy, Trayvon Diggs is a dog.
Right.
And him playing at his best, I like seeing him play at his best. So that way when we go up against, hey, if you get cooked, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear you come back on the engine. No, I want you 100% at your best.
Right. Go ahead, Smitty, with the cornerbacks.
I'm in a little bit of a disagreement with my good man Stu here. Obviously, I ain't got to say the first one. That's definitely true. That right there, I'm in agreement with. I think Isaiah Rodgers got something to say. I mean, I think Isaiah Rodgers is gonna be on that field, and then you're gonna have to. That's why I think Cooper DeJean probably gonna end up being the third safety. That's what I was really more putting forward. That he's gonna end up being the third safety because Quinyon Mitchell, if you've been paying attention to the reports, he's been playing all the slot, all the rover position. He's been the one moving around more than anybody. He's learning more positions than anybody. I think it's gonna be Isaiah Rodgers, Slade, and Quinyon as our 3 starting safeties, and I think Cooper DeJean gonna be everywhere. I think he's gonna be safety. He gonna come in and play a little bit of the dime rover / nickel. And I think we're gonna work him all over, man. I think he's gonna be a little bit of everywhere. That's why I think Avante gonna end up being probably 4. I don't know what you do with Sidney Brown right now. I really don't. I think he deserved to be somewhere in that rotation. I think I've seen some things in this game last year where he really could help this defense with the explosiveness and the speed he got. And I think him and CJ like learning from each other, I think he could be in a great spot. But I think our starting cornerbacks, right, is my personal opinion is gonna be Quinyon Mitchell, Isaiah Rodgers, and Slay. My opinion.
Right. I agree. Secondary. We'll start with you, Smitty, and then we'll go to Stu.
Well, we kind of just talked about the safety room. I just think I think we in a better position than we was last year. I mean, we started off with Justin Evans and
no,
what's that one?
No, that's me, bro. Of course,
what's the one guy? What's the one guy we sent to Tennessee? I seem to forget his name. I think he has something like Edmonds.
What's going on?
Long time no see, man. What's up, Stu?
What's going on with you, OG? How you doing?
Welcome to Broad Street, Reg.
I had to go put on my white beater, be like you, Smitty. I had to put on my white beater too. I couldn't let you show me up.
You gotta sit there. Gotta be comfortable when you're sitting down somewhere. You gotta be comfortable.
Hey, I'm just chilling, man.
Yep.
I'm here with the Grant. They got me on Pop watch, man.
Hey, you gotta love that though, because guess what? No matter what, Pop they're gonna love you either way.
Yeah, you got that right.
Exactly. So go ahead.
What's going on, Schmidt? What's going on?
Man, we chilling, man. We talking about the Eagles, man. You know what it is, huh?
Okay. That's always a good thing.
Yep. So
you wanna spin it back and let them get in here?
yeah, let's go ahead and let's spin it back to the offense side of the ball. Reg, we got Jalen freaking Hurts.
What's the topic?
It's the state of the
topic?
Eagles.
Y'all all over the place.
Yeah, you're good. It's the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going offense, then we're going to talk defense, special teams, and then coaching. So we're starting with, well, we're going to go to you with the offense, and then we're going to come back to the defense side of the ball.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on the offense of the Philadelphia Eagles going into the 2024 season?
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Reg?
What you think? What you think the offense is gonna do this year?
As far as the offense go, man, I think Kellen Moore is going to have a good plan for these guys. I think that he's going to use a lot of the double tight end. I think the kid Campbell. I think he's going to be the starting number 3 slot guy as I look at it right now.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to a big season with these guys. Hopefully they can get off and start off good. I know it's a new season, a new coaching staff and all that. But I think that Jalen Hurts is putting in the work and the rest of the guys too. So I think it's going to be productive early. And that's what I'm looking for.
Damn right. So let's go ahead and amp to the defense side of the ball. You were saying about the second safety position, Smitty, or we can go to Reggie.
So I think the safety position is in a better state than last year. Like I said, we started last year with Reed Blankenship, Justin Evans, Terrell Edmonds, and Sidney Brown. We starting this year with Reed Blankenship, Avonte Maddox, Sidney Brown, Cooper DeJean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I mean, I think we got a slew of guys back there that can play the position. I think we're in a better state than last year. I think we're going to be able to, we're going to be in a better position to see how talented we actually, are at the safety position and what we could put out there. I think you're going to see a rotation of guys be able to play on the field this year. And I like that. I like the opportunity to see, multiple sets. You're going to be able to run the 3 safety set and be efficient in that too. So I think with Vic Fangio, you need good secondary and you need a D line. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now, if you look at everything we went through from last year to this year, I think we're in a better state than we was last year. I can't say what the production is going to be yet. I do think we're in a better state.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
It can't go nowhere but up, man. The only thing I'm kind of worried about, and not really worried to the point where we got the guys to do the job. It's just that the coaches going to put these guys in the right position in situations during the season. I got a lot of faith in Fangio, and I do have a lot of faith in Kellen Moore. It's just as the players going. My main thing is Jalen Hurts going to pick up this offense. I know some talk a couple of days ago, last week, about him when he said that it's 99% new offense, and he made some bad throws in practice. So everybody was trying to say, you know how to get.
They talk bad about my boy, right. Reggie. They talk bad about my boy.
Yeah, but Jalen's a workhorse, man. If anybody that I got confidence in, I know Jalen's going to work his way through this thing, man. I have no doubt in my mind about that. I can't wait till the season gets started. Actually, I don't even really know what the season gets started yet. I want to see the practices. That's what I really want to see. I want to see what these practices are going to look like. Because there's going to be some crazy stuff going on with all the talent that we got back there on the defensive side of the ball. The cuts, when it come down to the cuts, it's going to be hard cutting a lot of these guys, man. It's going to be really, really hard cutting these guys, man. We got a lot of talent back there, and I know a lot of teams are foaming at the mouth, waiting to see who we want to release so they can scoop them up.
Exactly. Still, the second safety position.
Man, but look, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Like you said, last year, Jesus Lord, if we would have had to come into this year with what we had last year,
Couldn't be our head coach. I mean, it wouldn't be our defensive coordinator.
But I'm telling you, I think I would be in the ER right now if that was. I ain't go front, bro. I'd be in the ER right now, and the only reason why I'd be there because I'd have been attempted to hang my damn self at least 3-4 times by now, just knowing what was coming up in the season with that type of secondary and safety position. But
Right.
considering the fact that we first of all bringing back CJGJ, bro, that was where I said, okay, the safety room, at least they got a leader in that safety room. I mean, they got a leader in that safety room. Even though I really don't, like I said, I'm not as down on everybody in that secondary as everybody else is. Because I'm sorry, I said it all this offseason, and it was only confirmed when Brian Dawkins said it. It was more the coaches, and then Brandon Grant said it was the coaches, man.
No,
Them
we
coaches had them coaches last year had everybody just out of position, looking slow and confused. So I was just like, yo,
and one thing, I don't mean to cut you off, Smitty. One thing that really kind of pissed me off about when they made the defensive coaching change in the mid-season, I would have just rolled it out with Deshaun. I mean, when they put Pat Patricia in there, and then that's when it really went sour because he was trying to implement a new whole scheme of defense. It's too
well,
late for that.
well,
It's too late for that point.
he was already calling plays on third down all season last year. So he was already calling third down plays out of his system last year. So
Right,
they were all trying to sit there and remember two different schemes
right,
every single game and
right,
try to run plays from two different schemes on every defensive drive. And
right.
that just had everybody confused and out of position.
That's why they tapped out on him. Yo, man,
Yeah.
it's too much. It's too much. It was too much. Like, come on, really?
Like
Come on, man.
this was the dead giveaway to me. Anytime you hear a report during the season where it comes out that the defensive players go to the coach and say, we want to do our own scouting for this game.
Oh, they stopped listening to him and everything. They wasn't
Yeah,
even.
we want to do our own scouting for this game for the defense. And guess what? It was the only game we won on the back end. It was the game against the Giants. That one game against the Giants we won.
Right. I believe
They
that.
where they did their own defensive self scouting. That was it. Other than that, everything else was well, there we go with this bull again.
Hey, man, I think Cooper DeJean, they're gonna move him around a lot. I think it'd probably be another year or so before he gets a permanent spot on the team because of the guys that we have on the back end.
Yeah.
We got you
It's
got
gonna be his
Rogers.
permanent spot, though.
Rogers can play multiple positions. You got CJGJ. He can play multiple positions, right? So
Yeah.
the only one that's really in the stalemate back there is Battleship, Blankenship. He's got to play that position. He hasn't been moved around to play other positions. But you got Cooper DeJean can play inside slot, outside, and I heard they talking about putting him at safety to see how that works out. I don't know. And then again, what's going on with Bradbury? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. You know what I mean? So if he comes back, that's going to take some of them snaps away from them young guys. And we need Quinton Mitchell on the field this year. We need both of them on the field this year, but Mitchell for sure. I
I
think he
think
could be the other starting on the other starter on the outside.
I don't think Cooper DeJean gonna ever get a spot where he's permanently sitting.
Right.
If you listen
Early,
to what
Brady.
Fangio said, I'm gonna teach him a spot, and then I'm gonna teach him multiple spots.
Right.
That man, as long as Vic Fangio is our DC, you're gonna see Cooper DeJean everywhere. You can he played slot, he played outside, he played safety, linebacker, he gonna be a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah.
sleeper defensive of the year, defensive rookie of the year pick. Dark horse, Jalix Hunt.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalix Hunt.
Yeah.
Because you started your football career off as a safety, and you
Yeah.
drop down, you put on the weight, you come down there, and you be an edge rusher,
Yeah.
and you can cover it, and
Yeah.
you pretty much the perfect prototypical dude for Fangio's scheme.
Yeah.
He basically see you as a Von Miller / Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
I just needed to build this bag.
Now,
Yeah, you got to build that pass rush.
I'm a,
He only got
pass
he only got 2 years of pass rushing, and you could tell he go to the same move, and then when it fail, he drop it. He go to like dropping and cover.
yeah. I'm gonna put my hand in the bag real quick, fellas, on this
Go
one.
ahead.
This guy here, I know we got Desheen and Cooper on the draft pick, but my favorite guy for me is Keegan. He's an animal, man. This guy's going to be. They cannot not keep him off the field. Watch what I'm telling you. They're not going to be able to keep him off the field, man. This guy, he got it. He got it, man. You know what I mean? If you looked up his statistics when he was from the time he was at Michigan, nobody touched the quarterback back there. Nobody touched him. You know what I mean? I think it was something like 2,000 snaps out of 2,200 snaps. He only gave up like six quarterback touches or some shit like that. It's ridiculous, man. This guy's gonna be on the field, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite.
DG with the $5 super chat, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate you, DG.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, go finish up, Reggie.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there as far as I know we got a lot of good talented guys that they did very well in the draft, as we all know, and I'm glad Howie stepped up and he made some more dramatic moves, as we know how Howie does. But I think getting this kid Keegan looking down the road in the future, he's it. He's truly it. And the kid Jalen Hunt, he's another one. He's a dog. These two guys are dog. Now, to say about Stoutland University, if they can get any production out of the kid Benton, am I saying his name right? We got from the Jets.
Oh, Becton.
If we can get anything out of him remotely, that's another problem. He's young. I mean, so it looks really good for these offensive guys going to Stoutland University, and not to say with the kid that we brought from over where he come from, Australia. They found him on a beach or something like that.
Oh yeah, yo, look. I don't know what it is about our international scout people. Where the hell they keep finding these big ass Australian Samoans?
Yeah.
Lakeem
Vakalahi.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't try to say his name. You know what I mean?
Lakeem Vakalahi.
Lakeem Vakalahi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Ainias Smith? What's y'all take on him?
Bro, I'm telling you, he remind me a slot receiver version of Steve Smith Sr.
Okay. I can.
If he can stay healthy, like Smitty said earlier, come down on that weight just a little bit, come down about 10 pounds on him. Crisp up your route running, because he put some weight on his route running, got a little sloppy. He come down and get that route running and get it more crisp. I'm telling you, he's one of those dudes. Catch the ball, he immediately foot in the ground, turn upfield. He trying to get more yards.
Yeah.
He's a natural in the slot.
Now,
put him in the slot or in that dime position, he gonna get open quick.
I was talking to another content creator the other day, and he was talking. He really high on Johnny Wilson, the kid out of Florida, the big tall kid. I think for him to get on the field this year, you got to use him down inside the red zone. Just throw it up there. I mean,
but hold on, Smitty, tell me if I'm right or wrong. He got his main problem is consistency.
Well, hopefully,
not in the red zone though. It's not the red zone where his consistency is the problem. His problem is when you put him in the middle of the field, he wide open and he just drop it. I think. Listen, you know who I think he can give us. If y'all watch like the 49ers, he could turn into like Jawan Jennings.
Right.
He can. Yeah,
you right.
But at the same time, if it go the other way, I get Dorial Green Beckham vibes.
Dorial Green Beckham?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like with me, if he can just work on that one thing, that catching over the middle of the field consistently, I got no argument with that dude being on the field getting some burn
Yeah,
because
he's too big.
like
He's too big
he's
for
a
us not to use him down in the red zone.
he's just a
Or
slightly
Albert O. He's another one.
he's
He's a receiver. We never
he's
got
a
a chance to
slightly
see him.
slower version, but just a taller version of to me of Julio.
Who you talking about?
Johnny Wilson. He's
Johnny
like a
Wilson,
taller
hey,
but slower
hey,
version.
he's not slower. He's not slower.
He just don't look like he move as fast as he don't look like he move as
He's
fast. As Julio
lazy.
do.
He's just lazy, bro. If you
Yeah.
look at
And
him,
that's
when he,
okay. So
at Florida, but at Florida State, he was lazy. I don't think he's gonna be like that in the league, bro.
No,
like
no.
if you
Not
really,
in this culture.
really go back and look
Here.
at it, he got tired of Florida State asking him to run sevens every play.
Yeah,
I'm tired of running these go balls.
You noticed that too, Smitty?
I'm a Florida State
Tired of running
fan.
this little
Yeah.
corner route. I'm tired of running
I'm a
this
Florida
on.
State fan.
Yeah. Okay.
He got tired of them go balls, bro. Every play, man, we just running. He just running 7. He like, dang, what y'all want me to do?
Right.
By the time you tune in and watch him, he running. He like, man, I'm tired of running 7, man. I done ran 25 sevens in a row.
Yeah.
Can I run another route? And then when you run another route, they don't even throw me the ball. So it's like, I think you get somebody that can motivate him, Stu, you'll actually see he's a lot faster than what he showed at Florida State. Because the first 2 years at Florida State, he looked like a dog. But then when he realized, oh, they're not gonna develop me. I'm just the go get the ball down the field guy. He stopped caring.
Right. Well, he in the right program here with us.
For sure.
He's definitely in the right program.
Because out there working with AJ, he's gonna have to get
Albert O is going to be utilized a lot this year with the double tight end position. I think he's owed that opportunity. We traded for him from Denver. He has a lot of athleticism with him too, and he's a big guy. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to show a lot of potential this upcoming season. I'm confident in him getting on the field too, along with Goddard. I mean,
hey, show enough, stop, bro.
What's going on with show enough?
Show enough. They talk about Zeke down there in the comment section.
Bro, Zeke ain't finna do nothing, bro. That man
Zeke run
finna
all
do
every
nothing.
time he said he used to. Now Zeke run right over to the Waffle House.
I don't even want to talk about the Cowboys. Man, them dudes down there is so is pathetic.
Hey, Reggie, I'm glad you said that because the Cowboys are all in.
Opportunity.
Pardon me for a
these
second.
young people, whether it's the draft, coming in here without having, which we've done at times in the past when we obviously brought in a Cooks and it makes it hard for some of these guys to come in and play and beat those guys out. Obviously, there's going to be some opportunities. And, we do have some guys who didn't play for us last year. And Overshown, John Stevens, who was on his way to making this team before he tore his ACL. You have a Diggs who you didn't get to play. You didn't see play but a couple of games last year, so we're going to have him back. So there's a lot of different moving parts that we didn't have that were a part of this team in addition to the draft. And, of course, when we make these draft picks, they're going to.
Holmes guy. Man, Philly 500 got that guy going cuckoo for cocoa.
Oh man, I watched that shit happen, bro. I fucking fell out my damn.
Philly 500 got him.
Wait. Did Stu stay fell out? Watch this.
Run Paulo here, because we've been throwing the ball a lot.
Oh shit! Dad! No! It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off, it's over! Fuck. Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to feed the Lamb! Trying to feed the Lamb! You trying to feed the Lamb!
Boy, I never heard somebody sound so utterly
I feel bad for that guy, man.
and angry at the same time. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue on with the state of the Eagles linebackers. Anyone wants to talk about that position?
Zach Brown. That's gonna be the man. I feel bad for Jacoby Dean. I think for me with him, it's a make it or break it season for him. He must show up in a big way. He's out of here. I think this
I
is
highly
it.
doubt that. I highly doubt he's going to be out of here.
I think he'd be out of here, man.
I don't think so. This
Jacoby
is why I
Dean
don't.
and
This is why
Devin
I don't
White
think
will
that.
be the
This is why I don't
starters.
think that.
Oh,
at
Devin White
linebacker.
and
What'd you
Zach
say,
Brown.
Smitty? Hold on, Reggie. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Jacoby Dean and Devin White will be the starters at linebacker. Zach Bond will be the same guy, Van Winkle, that he had last year, who he moves from edge to linebacker. So he might start looking like an edge. Right before the snap, he fall back with Jacoby Dean and Devin White and play coverage. He did it last year with a linebacker too. He went in, he found a guy he liked that was basically an edge, but should be playing the middle of the field linebacker. So he likes to use a 3 linebacker set at times. Okay. So you gonna see times where Zach Bond is in the game and he's probably the extra rusher. You know what I mean? Where we got our 4 down, and then you see him pop down. Oh, he the extra rusher. Now we got 5 guys coming at you at one time. He gonna be all over too.
Along with Huff.
Yeah, but
Huff.
Hey, if y'all see what Devin White asked,
yeah, I heard about that.
Hey, let me go rush the passer. I'm one of the best in the game at doing it.
He is.
Listen, I got a feeling the blitz rate last year for both us and Fangio was low, right? It's gonna up this year. We're gonna be somewhere in the 30s.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be somewhere in the 30, 33s, 30, 32s.
That would definitely be nice, Smitty. That would definitely be nice to see that.
What's your
I see Fangio's gonna let the dogs loose. I believe he's gonna let the dogs loose.
Another reason why I don't think they would get rid of Dean though is they're not really. He's a 3rd round pick in the 3rd year.
Right.
That's why
I think he gonna. Did y'all? Hey, look. I watched the podcast he was on, man. Maybe y'all will gain some love for what he got going on. I sent it to both of y'all, man. He was really talking about like how things went, you know what I mean? And he kind of explained some things of what he's doing right now to get better. And I kind of liked it, man. I kind of was hype about it, man. I'm hyped, man.
Right. So
let's send it to you, Stu.
Let's go ahead and talk about defensive tackle since we've talked about defensive end. Defensive tackle. What's your thoughts, Drew?
Defensive tackle, I think, is a strong point for us. I think that that's where I think hopefully we'll see the most production on the defense. I think, me personally, I think the defense may have to step up a little bit more than the offense in the early parts for the transition. Because let's not forget, even though we have a new defensive coordinator, we've been running the Vic Fangio scheme for the last 3, maybe 4 years. So other than some tweaks here and tweaks there, we have we got the master running it now. So I think that the defensive line is really our strong point right now, and the transition to defense, I think it won't be as bad as what we're thinking it's going to be because they're familiar with the Fangio scheme. You just got the master coming in and just like implementing it how he wants to do it.
Right. Smitty?
You said linebacker?
No, we said defensive tackle.
D-line?
Yeah.
D tackle? So we got Moro Jomo, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams. I think the best thing we need to do is get rid of Marlon T at this moment. He ain't really showed nothing. He really not contributing to the D tackle room. Mm-hmm. If it was me, right, and we needed a little bit of help, I like the opportunity to go get a guy like Calais Campbell, man. I think he really can splash in this D tackle room with the young guys we got. I think Jalen Carter dropping that weight I didn't know he played the season close to 400 pounds last year.
Mhm.
If I knew that, I probably would have been a little bit better knowing of why he ran out of gas after week 13 because he wasn't prepared for what he had going on. I think we're in a good spot though. Jalen Carter gonna have a good season. I think Milton Williams gonna have a breakout because Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, and Jordan Davis gonna probably be our main down three because that's how Fangio plays his defense. He gonna have the D tackles as the hands in the dirt. Then you gonna have the two stand up guys. So you're gonna see a lot of that. I really think Milton Williams and them boys is gonna get some burn, man. I think it's gonna be a nice transition. I think like I said, I think bringing in a guy like Calais Campbell could really give us some veteran leadership in this group and give us a guy that's really a dog and can go get it. I don't care how old he is. He led a team last year in sacks. He definitely come in and contribute.
Right. Still,
Yeah.
I think I was almost getting ready to agree with Smitty with getting rid of Marlon T. But
What has he done, Stu?
I,
To make you
I
keep him?
think it's not. I just think he's the use versus that. I get it. You want that little that experience. Somebody late in the season, keep the morale. But I think he needs more of a chance. I think he'll get more into the rotation and be able to be more effective. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think when he first got here, you playing behind Hargrave and Fletch and everybody else. Now Hargrave go, but then you got Jordan Davis and Carter coming in. You still behind them now. Fletch is gone, so now you and Milton. Yeah, Milton was able to get in there. So now it's time for you, Marlon. Time to get in here now. I still think D tackle. I agree with you. Is a strong point, but like you said, I'm glad that Davis slimmed down. Hopefully, he can maintain his stamina and be effective all season long because he really lost it after that. After that chase down a Josh Allen in that Bills game, after that was it.
But
That was
Stu,
it for Jordan Davis.
if we didn't think he was playing at 330 and we knew he was playing close to 400, we would have had a different opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so, but as you can see, after that play, he was out of gas for the season, really. So, so him being able to slim down, you know what I'm saying, that should be able to help him maintain his effectiveness and keeping him in good shape. I think that's why they got rid of the strength and conditioning coach too, because he
Well,
wasn't.
I think Jordan Davis said he got a nutritionist now too, and all that, all of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
but the Eagles got rid of the strength and conditioning coach too.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah, I know.
Well, you should. When you got a guy like that with that kind of talent, fall off like that. But then,
yeah. What's your thoughts on the defensive tackle, Reggie? Let's hear from you.
well, I pretty much agree with Smitty what he said about Davis being out of shape and not keeping up with himself later on down the line. Carter too. Carter fell off too because he came out the gate smoking. He was wrecking shit and. He just
I
fell
don't
off.
think for Carter. I think it was more he didn't have a second move. People just started being like, "Oh, you gonna bull rush me every play? I'm just gonna push you in the dirt."
Right.
Yeah. Another thing with
I think
Carter
he
too
hit that
is
rookie
another
wall
thing I
too.
always say about those rookies that first year.
a little bit.
That first year, you got to think last year they came off of
National
that year that
championship.
playing that national championship. Then they went straight into the combine stuff and they're training for the combine and stuff like that. Then on top of that, what happened with Jalen Carter in the offseason? So you see, he was off at his pro day. He was overweight, almost couldn't finish the workout.
Mm-hmm.
They transitioning from college to playing in the NFL. College don't play as many games for a season as the NFL did. So all those games that they had to play late in the season, that's not stuff that their body was used to.
Right.
They ain't get enough proper rest during the last offseason before they got drafted. They ain't getting nothing. They ain't gonna be able to get a chance to get none of that. This year, as you can see with Jordan Davis, he's taking it more serious. He went and slimmed down, got himself in better shape. like you said, got a nutritionist. He eating better. You know what I'm saying? Changing his habits. Jalen Carter, same thing about. Now they understand after last year. Okay, this is what it's going to take at this level.
Right.
I understood what it took where I was at that level. It's going to take something more at this level, and they now know that. They understand that, and now I think that's where it takes off for these two.
Hey Stu, the second issue that I think people don't want to say, right, is he was a man amongst boys, and he came in and was like, "Oh, I was doing this at the other level. I'm gonna do it here too." And then he
Right.
realized, "Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta up my game." And then you don't like when you coming out of college, you ain't finding trainers and guys to get you no bag coming out of college. You trying to enjoy the NFL. You trying to come in and play until you realize, okay, these guys here working. I gotta work too.
I
I think
appreciate you mentioning
Jordan
that, Hitman.
And one thing I think really helped those guys is the veteran presence that we had in our locker room.
Absolutely.
The Fletcher Coxes, the Grahams, you know what I mean, the Reddicks, those guys like that really, help them young guys understand what it takes to be a pro. You know what I mean? Because they got, and the Kelsey, seeing them guys that we have on our team and our organization, those guys that we got are top-notch, talented pro players from top to bottom on offense and defensive side of the ball that we have. So they shouldn't. Well, we see in the results now, but not fail after being around these guys, the time they spent and seeing how they work, seeing how they carry their everyday life, see how they eat. You know what I mean? Those things matter. Like you said, Stu, coming from college into the National Football League is totally different. The game is much faster. I don't care how good you was in college, and we've seen that over the years. Guys in college, they come out, they got all the numbers, they got all the statistics and yardage. They get here, what happened to him? So and so, because the game is dramatically different. So some guys adapt quicker than others, as we all know that too. But for these guys that we got here in our organization and the organizations that we got, I know we got the top notch organization in the NFL. Period. I believe that.
You know something too? Low key, if we really look at the last 2 to 3 years, Howie has literally rebuilt the defense from every level. I mean, you look at D-line. I mean, I still think we need some help at the edge at some point in time. But if you look at the D-line, linebackers, and the corners, Howie's literally rebuilt this defense.
Yeah.
And I like the Calais Campbell. I like it. I would much rather get a pass rusher and let these young guys, let the depth that we have, get the experience like Kansas City did. That year they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Let them play.
It was a bunch of young guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They threw him out. They threw him out there. Let them.
If you look at Fangio rotation, he's never had a D tackle or any D tackle room where any one D tackle played more than 34% of the snap.
That's why I say get that depth and rotation. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. That depth is going to be.
I think we got the rotation with Jomo. You got the kid you talked about earlier,
Williams.
Then there's the kid, the undrafted free agent that brought in Gabe
Hall.
Davis. It is
Gabe Hall.
You know, so I think we have a lot of depth there. Let those kids come in. I'm more so concerned with the edge, because who's our edge? Like we got. Nolan that we drafted last year. I think we're gonna get a look at him. You got Sweat, and you got the kid we got from the Jets, and also Bond, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, but you also still got BG, and you got the kid that we drafted the 3rd round, Jalen Hunt too.
Right. I'm not expecting anything from Jalen at all. I don't think he's going to bring anything to the table at all.
He's been showing up.
I think he's a project.
He's been showing up.
I think
he's been moving up. He started out at OTAs on the 3rd string. He finished playing nothing but 2nd and 1st team snap.
We're gonna find out.
Let me see it in.
When these guys go against other teams.
preseason. But right
Yeah.
now,
Right. There
I
you
see
go.
him on the. I don't see him like making a. And I could be wrong. I don't see him making an impact right now. Looking at
Right.
his tape from college, I don't think he's ready yet.
Yeah.
He's
Hey, Drew.
he's a hybrid. He's like one of those edge rushers that you can drop in coverage. He started out as a safety in college.
He'll be the
Right.
if he get any burn this year, well he'll primarily be him and Zach Bond will be that fifth rusher. When we go into that 5-man set where you got the two edges on one side, I
Right.
think both of those guys will get the burn. I think they'll be the two that you sub in. You put Jalen Hunt or you put Zach Bond on that extra edge where you don't have to worry about them doing nothing but getting a one-on-one and overpowering their opponent. I think that's when you'll see Jalen Hunt get more burn. And then if you need him to, if you say, okay, well, he want to have the responsibility, you can easily have him as looking like the fifth rusher and drop him into the flat. I don't think Josh Sweat or any of those guys really. I don't think Josh Sweat is good at coverage at all. I've seen him dropping coverage; it looks pretty bad. I think Josh Sweat is going to be deeper in the rotation than y'all think. I think he's going to be.
I don't know, man. He got that pick six on deck pretty easy in the flat.
He wasn't necessarily in the flat though. He was getting blocked, and he just put his hand up and took it.
The tight end came off the block. He was just right out. We get that.
You mean
Right.
That was Dak being Dak McNabb right there. That was
There
Dak
you go.
McNabb.
I mean, let me ask y'all this here. I know this is a wild thing, but I'm gonna say it. What do y'all think about Kenny Pickett? I think he's trade bait. But give me some of y'all guys' scenario on Kenny
Bro,
Pickett.
y'all ain't been looking, y'all ain't been paying attention to Las Vegas. Who they quarterback? That's prime real estate.
I don't think he's trade bait.
That's
Yeah,
prime real estate, man.
We got when you're dealing with Ski Mask Howie, anything can happen, right?
That's prime real estate.
I do, but we don't have we don't really have a legitimate backup. You know what I mean? So I see him as a legitimate backup. I don't see.
Yeah,
him
me
as
too.
anything other than that.
I like Tanner McKee over Kenny Pickett.
There you go. That's
I
my
like
guy.
him. Yep.
I like him over Pickett. Me
I
too.
like Tanner McKee from Stanford, man. I like him, bro. Like
He's nice. He's
y'all
nice.
really gotta look at that tape, man. I don't know if y'all really. I like what I see on Tanner
Tanner
from
was
the
balling
tape.
out preseason.
Yes, he was. And he's gonna do it again this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me.
They're gonna keep three quarterbacks. They're gonna keep three.
Yeah.
For my lens to see him take Kenny
Well, with
Pickett.
that new rule, you more than likely would be a disservice to yourself not to have three.
Right.
With the new rule.
Yeah, they're gonna keep three quarterbacks.
You know, you can have three active quarterbacks.
Oh yeah,
but
right.
only use two
right.
spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew. I think Kenny Pickett won't be here long.
Right. I want to.
Nah, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
What up?
What up now?
What up, everybody? But yeah, Drew, I didn't hear from you when it came to the state of the offense before we go to coaching. So, what's your thoughts on the state of the offense?
That's a good question. I'm confident that the offense, I think, is going to be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some early struggles. I think that I hope that Kellen relies on the run game early and play action early before he tries to light it up.
Open
You know what I
things up,
mean?
yeah.
I'm confident. I think early it wouldn't surprise me to see some early struggles. And when I say struggles, I don't mean like, we losing games, but like some timing issues, things like that. I'm confident. I'm thinking like hopefully, halfway through, Jalen and really gets a grasp of the offense and really gets it clicking. Because I think we're going to see more running than what we think. A lot of people forget, especially these Cal Turds fans, that when Kellen had Zeke and Donovan and Dak McNabb, Zeke had some really strong years. He was rushing the ball pretty well, and so now you have Saquon, and I think that I think we're going to be just fine. I'm really not too much worried about the offense right now.
Right. So let's go ahead. Yeah,
That's why I said that Philly 416. Look at Las Vegas right now. They ain't got no quarterback. That's prime real estate for Kenny Pickett. I
They
think I
got
told
Gardner
you, man.
though.
Look, Howie's
They got
he
Minshew.
is trying to pull a Bradford 2.0 right now, and the opportunity
And that's
sitting right in
Howie.
front of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, if any, I agree
Hey,
with.
listen,
I
this
would give
this
you.
what
I
made me
would
agree
give
with the
thing
trade
like
bait,
next
right?
to me.
Oh,
Let me hear Smitty. Go ahead, Smitty.
The reason I agree with the trade bait scenario is because they put out somebody exposed that his manager was the one putting out that he was out playing Jalen Hurts at the beginning. Why would
Right.
your manager go out there and say you outplaying somebody if you're not looking for a new job?
Right.
Because for him to overstate it, and then for me to talk to somebody that was actually at the camp and he like, nah, Jalen Hurts played well. Like Jalen Hurts
Oh
made
damn!
a couple of bonehead plays, but he played well. Like Kenny Pickett
Oh
did not
damn!
outplay him.
I
That
just had
particular,
an evil
hey,
thought.
Smitty, that particular practice you talking about, that's when Jalen went 7 for 7, and he was featuring Campbell a lot. Campbell caught a majority of his passes, and that's when his Pickett's people decided to say he outplayed Jalen. I didn't.
Unless Drew, the only thing I can think of, unless this is one of those Gardner Minshew moments where if he get a start, he can go into the Nick Sirianni office and ask for the starting job. It might be one of those now.
Yeah, well, you see,
I
you see
I
what
have
happened with
Well, we
Gardner
see how,
Minshew
we
too,
saw
don't
that. We saw
you?
how
See what
that
Gardner
worked out,
Minshew's
right?
at, don't you?
I have a theory. Or actually, I
What's
have
your
an
theory,
evil
bro?
genius idea that it's just spinning in my head that I think how we might do something like this. How long do y'all think Daniel Jones is going to be healthy this season?
There you go. That right there, Stu.
Would he or would he not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the right thing, for the right price.
But
Are we
you can't
we
pull
talking draft
the
picks or are
wool
we
over
talking
Howard's eye.
players?
yes,
We
we talking
talking
draft
draft picks
capital.
or we talking players?
We talking draft capital.
I got a question for y'all.
Go
Why
ahead.
is the NFL steady saying that this punishment is coming down, but they can't come to a conclusion?
Because they
Because
don't
it
They
know.
ain't got
wasn't nothing
nothing
happened.
on us.
Because it's
Nothing
BS.
happened, Smitty.
It's
I
BS.
well, and they keep saying like, oh, Atlanta's gonna be more harsh than the Eagles, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's like that, then let me see the punishment.
Right. And my camera keep moving.
And I haven't even seen the punishment. I'm looking on X right now.
It's
They said it was
BS.
coming out this week, and it's another week.
They said it's gonna be harsher than Atlanta's, right? Did they say
Yeah,
that?
no, they said Atlanta's gonna be harsher than us.
Oh, Atlanta's gonna be harsher than us. Yeah, I know some talk like that.
Yeah, because
Whatever way
they
it goes, man.
because Kirk
We gonna
Cousins just
we
went.
gonna weather the storm whatever way it goes because we got Howie. Howie
Yeah, we
knows
got
how to
Howard.
manipulate the
I just
system.
don't want it to end up being some bull like a first round pick for some
No, they
craziness. You know
can't
what I
go
mean?
that high, man.
I don't think
Nah,
it'll
the
be a first
standard's
round
already
pick.
Yes,
been
they
set.
did. They hit
Standard
the
already been
Dolphins for
set.
two. They hit the Dolphins for a first and a third.
For
Who?
what? What they do?
The Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that was Tom though, man.
Hey
yeah.
man, they
I don't
might
think
make
they
an
gonna hit
example.
us with a first.
I'm hoping not, but
So you
I'm
make
just
an
saying.
example out of
I'd rather know what it is than not. I don't want to sit in the
But
blind and
look,
then you come hit me with a first.
yeah.
even if it's a first, I'm hoping it's like the 32nd pick in the draft because we won the Super Bowl. Keep that. Keep
But then
that.
you can have it. It's a
You
second
can
round
have
pick
that.
anyways.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
second
You can
round.
have that. If it's
Exactly.
the 32nd pick because we won the Super Bowl, go on and keep that. You can have it.
Right. Yep. So let's go ahead and let's address the coaching staff. Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni, and Vic Fangio. We'll start with Drew. What's the state of the coaches?
I like the state of the coaches. I tell you, I really don't like this false narrative that these Cowboys are putting out here about Kellen Moore because he had that offense flying high and he had Dak McNabb out here really playing well. And that offense was tops in the NFL when he was there with Dak McNabb. So we have the best quarterback in the division. So I like what Kellen Moore brings to the table. I like the versatility that he's going to bring to the offense. So I'm really excited to see how he's going to cook. I think Fangio. I'm not Fangio. I don't think Nick is going to have much of a say, but I think Nick will have some kind of input.
What is his
to put
role
in. Hopefully
anyway?
not much. And when it comes to Fangio, like I said earlier, Now we have the Jedi Master running his own
Whoever got an
defense as
echo, mute
opposed.
your mic.
Say it again.
No, I'm hearing an
Whoever just
echo.
came in, whoever that is
Yeah,
at the bottom.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the new guy.
yeah.
Who just came in over here on the side?
Eagles Nation cast. I had to mute his mic, but go ahead, Drew.
Okay. Yeah, I think Fangio, like I said, we've been running his defense for the last few years. Now we actually have the Jedi Master in there. I think I'm really excited to see what the defense. I think the defense is going to be a lot better, especially under a fiery guy, a veteran guy like Vic Fangio. So I'm confident, and I think the Eagles. I think Howie set the Eagles up to really be a dominant team for the next 2 to 3 years in the NFC East, and it's continued. The Eagles are the gold standard in the NFC East.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are the gold standard.
Go ahead, Reggie. You're next. Coaches.
I just want to know about. My thing is, what is Nick's role? I mean, what is his role right now? I mean,
CEO.
the what?
CEO.
That's right.
Okay.
CEO.
Yeah, because to me, now I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna ask this here question from amongst us and all those out there that's listening. Do you think, and I believe this is true for me, that Kellen Moore is the future head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
No.
Because listen to hear my reason why. I believe that's the fact. If Kellen Moore comes in, he's a play caller, right? He got 90% of the play calling, as we know, right? Believe that?
Yep.
Okay. So if he succeeds with the play calling and we get to the Super Bowl, which I know we are, what then do you do with Nick Sirianni? You gonna let Kellen Moore walk back out the door? So now Jalen Hurts gonna have to learn a whole new offense again from somebody else? You willing to put him back through that? So it's a lot to me to look at, and from that point of view for me. Why are you gonna put Jalen Hurts back through learning a whole new offense again? If he was successful with Kellen Moore's system, or you going to demote Nick, put him up in the booth somewhere, and move Kellen in the slot and just keep Nick on in the organization? Do you think he'll accept that? No, I don't think so.
Listen, this is
So-
my honest opinion. I don't think the Eagles want a guy to get that much power ever again. They don't want to give up that much to one guy. Where the head coach, the OC. If they wanted that, they would have went out and got somebody that could do that and got rid of Nick Sirianni in the first place. They want a CEO. They gave Doug the same opportunity to be a CEO and let them help him with the staff. And he said, no, I want to get my own guys and I still want to run it my way. They said, well, guess what? There's the door.
There's the door, buddy.
So guess what? They want a guy that's willing to stand in, take responsibility for everybody, and not be responsible. Oh, I'm just the offensive guy. My offense performed. That was what I was responsible for. No, I want you to be responsible for the offense and the defense, and we're gonna hold you accountable for everything. Because over the past few years, if you listen to what he's talking about, yeah, he said a lot of blah 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 blah. But if you really key in on his key words, he says, I'm no longer just sitting with the offense. I'm no longer just in the offensive meetings. I'm everywhere now.
I heard him say that.
Guess what? Howie and Jeffrey said, moving forward, we're not just holding you accountable for what happens on the side of the ball that you control. We're now going to hold you accountable for everything. So they want a guy that they can hold accountable for everything. They don't want to just bring a guy in, or you're the head coach and you're the offensive coordinator, so you don't have any parts of the defense. No, I want you everywhere.
That's what they should have been doing anyway, though, Smitty. A head coach runs the team. I mean, he's not one-sided. He's all we know the theory of he's an offensive-minded coach. He's a defensive-minded coach.
Do you next?
Theory, but in retrospect, he's the commander-in-chief of the whole team. So I don't see why that's all of a sudden got to be something that's spoke on. That's the way it goes. A head coach.
But who's to say that Kellen Moore is going to get the opportunity to coach even if they win the Super Bowl? I'm sure he may get.
He's not going to be here long. If we win the Super Bowl, Kellen Moore's out the door. Then now
I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I can see it, but I don't. I mean, we don't know if that's the case or not.
Somebody going to offer him, and he want to be a head coach. He wants to be a head coach.
Go ahead, Stu. Let's hear from Stu.
Here's what's so funny is I know Reg and Drew and I all remember Nick Sirianni's role that he has right now. Ain't that what head coaches did when we was kids, when we was growing up? Wasn't that the role of the head coach when we was young and we was
Didn't they
watching
frown
football?
on Andy Reid for trying to take over play calling?
But see, that was the thing about it. Nobody realized Andy Reid never called plays before he came here neither.
Right.
Nope.
So, like, this whole, oh, we want a guy who's an offensive play caller so he can be responsible for one side of the ball. No. What's Nick's role? His job it's in the job. It's in the job title. He's the head coach.
Head coach. Exactly.
That's his job. It like once somebody, well, I can't remember what reporter asked that, like, what exactly is your role? He was like, the role is in the title.
Exactly.
Like, so when people ask, well, what exactly does Nick do? Hell, here's a question: what the hell do you do?
So that's just like that's just like saying this here. What is Jalen Hurts' role? Is he a quarterback or a running back?
Jalen freaking Hurts. Still, let me say, still, because apparently all these haters, dollars, and critics is going to ask the same thing that Reggie said. So allow your boy to say it to everybody and their mama. Jalen freaking Hurts is a quarterback.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And the best quarterback in the division.
I was just going to describe him as the field general.
Exactly.
The field general, however you want to describe him.
It got to get done.
He's a QB. He's the
Exactly.
best quarterback in the division.
For those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, watch this.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fire. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts. He is in such control. Hurts. What a fight by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen. Jalen Hurts, number 1. That really, really hurts.
That's nice.
Yo, when he sticked his leg in the ground in that Saints game, he had Granderson kicking dirt up like that, sliding.
Nasty work. Nasty work.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Hey, look.
Nasty work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. So let's go ahead and State of the Eagles before we react to Smitty's top 5 check down list. So let's start with Smitty. The final thoughts on the State of the East before we react to your top 5.
I know, a couple of the gentlemen up here think we're gonna have a slow start, but I think I got a workaholic at quarterback. I don't see a slow start being our issue. I think the State of the Eagles is prosperous. I think we're moving forward. I think everything is gonna be on the up, on the rise. I think you're gonna see some dynamic offense, some dynamic defense. Last year we should have been better, but we understand this year that we are gonna be better, right? We understand that nothing is promised, nothing is given. To what is it said? Too much is given.
Go ahead.
Much is required.
Much is required.
All right. So I think this year we're gonna give us required. I honestly I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would hope that Jalen Hurts and the guys get together and build some type of chemistry during this summer. You know what I'm saying? While they got time, the playbook has been given to you. At this point, I just understand the concepts. Let's make it happen. No excuses, bro. No excuses. The State of the Eagles should be no excuses.
Right. Let's hear from Eagles Nation Cash. Go ahead, give your State of the Eagles, bro.
Man, shoot. Man, this year's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, what y'all think about our schedule? Like how's y'all think we got a light schedule this year or what?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that, y'all.
What is the schedule?
I like our schedule this year. I think that it's very favorable, especially towards the end of the year. I think the last 6 games of the year, 5 of those 6 are at home. If I'm not mistaken, is it 4? Are at home. I like that.
Because it's away. Because it's away. and then we play 2 home games, away 2 home games.
Got you. And I think that's the importance of the Eagles getting off to a good start. Like the Green Bay game is kind of, I don't want to say it's a throwaway game for me, but it's kind of crazy with it being in Brazil, first game. Like, but I think that it's important for the Eagles by the bye to either be undefeated or have like one loss to get off to a fast start. I think it's important so that down the stretch, because I think between Detroit schedule was super easy. I think that's the team to look out for. But I think our schedule is very favorable. I like it compared to the Counters. Their schedule is brutal. I really like our schedule a lot.
Yeah. Anybody else want to talk about the schedule?
Oh, you got it up. Okay.
I got you, Reggie.
Okay, good look. Woo. I looked at it, but I didn't look at it in its entirety. So who we got? We got the overseas.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Reggie. Week 1 is Green Bay.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead. You can run it off.
Yeah. Week 1, Brazil, Green Bay. Week 2, Monday Night Football at the Link versus the Falcons. Week 3, the Saints.
When?
Week 4, Buccaneers.
When?
I love still. Week 5 is a bye week. Week 6. Week 6 is the Cleveland Browns.
When?
That's a tough one right there.
When?
That's gonna be a tough one though.
When?
Yep. Week 7 is the New York Stinking Giants.
When?
Week 8 is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Lost.
Ooh.
Okay. Week 9 is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
When?
Week 10 is these people.
Well, we took another L. Hey, shout out to the Eagles, man. We beat ourselves, man. We beat ourselves. See, it was some stuff that I saw that I really hated, man. The sense of urgency when we was behind was bad. I look at it like when you're shortcoming of a goal, right? You fight for something all year, and then you get to the end of it, and you drop it, you lose it, right? And I can't help but to think to it all and say, we just was not prepared. The prepared mind. What the hell, son of a bitch? You fat motherfucker! Wow. I'm about to see everything in this. You saw them run the hell off the field, didn't you? The fucking ref was in the way! Look at this!
Yeah.
Boy, I swear.
That's a win. That's a win.
History makes me feel so
right.
good.
That's a
We
win.
sweeping Dallas this year.
Yep. Week 10, Thursday Night Football, the Commanders.
That's a win.
Rams, Sunday Night Football, Week 12.
I'm going to that game.
Win.
Okay. 13, the Baltimore Ravens.
Loss.
Week 14, Panthers.
Win.
Week 15, Steelers.
Win.
Why is they gonna beat us? Explain to me why the Ravens gonna beat us. Nah. Take the schedule down for 2 seconds. He gotta see my face. Nah.
All right. Oh, okay.
Hold up, man. I think
We got some smoke
he
in the
gotta
city.
explain to me
when we
a team with a new DC, new D-line coach, new DB coach, a whole bunch of new players, lost half their defense, lost their guys. How are they gonna beat me? And I believe I got a better roster than them. The only person that they got that people want to say is better is Lamar Jackson, and I think I got a better quarterback than they got.
Well, I'm saying that we will lose to them because of the fact that we in the same boat as them with defenses coordinators. We know what Fangio has in paper.
But we've been playing the Fangio scheme for 3 years.
Yeah, but we haven't had nobody make it work.
So but I would feel more comfortable with somebody coming in and bringing in the same scheme I've been running and putting it up there instead of somebody coming in with a new scheme, teaching the guys that's been here something new. They starting a guy at linebacker that's never played a snap in the NFL this year. They starting guys all over the field. I mean, I understand they do got one dynamic guy in the secondary, but Marlon Humphreys ain't played a lot of snaps in the last few years.
Okay.
He coming back off of injuries.
Well,
they lost OBJ. They got a rookie coming in.
OBJ wasn't no threat, man. He wasn't a threat.
But it helped their offense.
Who that safety?
I think it's a winnable
he
game.
did nothing with them down there. How many
I
games?
think it's a winnable game.
A young safety they
but
got.
It is in Baltimore.
Don't get me wrong,
Like,
Smitty. I'm an Eagles fan to I die. But
I'd rather lose. I would have rather took the Rams. I think the Rams got a better chance of this than the Ravens.
Man, come on, Smitty.
Man, I take the Rams over the Ravens. I got the Ravens, man. I got the Ravens taking that deal.
Yeah. So
where are we playing the Ravens at anyway?
In Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Down the road.
That's the only reason why I give them the slight edge.
That's my reason.
Yeah.
That's my reason.
Okay,
I think it's a close game, and I can see them winning by
let me run this back to you, Smitty. By this time, right here, what's that? Week 13.
Hold on, let me pull it back up. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
It's week 13.
By this time, right here, we will all know what this defense and Fangio's scheme is doing. Trust me, I believe in Fangio. I believe more in the players that we got on that side of the ball than his scheme. To me, we got the players. Only thing they got to do is be put on in the right position, like chess pieces. That's it. Make the right moves with these guys. You know what I mean? And make the right substitutions at the right time. We have everything we need as a football team. Whole kit and caboodle. Period. It's just the guys got to put them in the right position. The Moore got to make the right calls at the right time. We got athletes. So it's going to be situations where Jalen's out of the pocket. Smitty know how to get open. AJ know how to get open. I don't know Dallas Goedert. He will fight for the ball. So we got guys that's hungry enough and got the mental state to fight for, because we've been in the battle before. So I don't have no doubt about our guys. It's the coaching that I'm kind of like waiting to see what happens, man. That's where I'm at.
So hold on, Smitty. Let's continue on with this, and then I'll let you respond. Week 14 is the Panthers.
That's a win.
Week 15 is the Steelers.
Win.
Week 16 is the Commanders.
Win.
Street Rats coming down to Philly in week 17.
We're going to sweep them this year.
And we got the New York Giants coming down to Link week 18.
With Pickett at quarterback? That's a win, man.
All right, so let's get everybody's record, and then I'll let Smitty respond, and then we'll go to his top 5. So, Reggie, what's your record?
What I had at what? I go 15-3.
Okay, Drew.
Whoa.
Hold on,
15-2.
15-2. That's what you
I'm
need.
gonna say 11 or 12 wins is where I got the Eagles, just to be fair and objective.
Yeah. Still,
I got 13-4.
Smitty, you decided yet, or you don't know?
I got 13-4.
I got 13-4 as well. So, do you want to respond to Reggie before you go to your top 5?
No. Reggie got it.
No. He said, no, I'm not even going to do this.
He said,
I'm not even going to do this.
All right.
Leave Reggie alone. Leave Uncle alone, man.
Reggie got it, man.
All right. As we all know, to wrap up the show, there's the check down did their top 5 list this past Saturday, a part of their 32 ranked teams. So, as you know, the top 5 was the Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, 49ers, and Lions. So, ladies and gentlemen, your top 5. It's the Eagles, it's the Ravens, it's the Lions, it's the Chiefs, and it's the 49ers. So, break it down, Smitty.
I ain't gotta break it down. It's there, man. Let them talk, man.
Yeah, let's hear from you guys.
I think the list is you going from 5 to 1. I think it's a good list. I think all those teams right there are confident teams.
He had it's 32 down to the number one. It's just we're showing the top 5 right now.
Okay.
I got an issue with one of those teams.
Go ahead, Drew.
I would take the 49ers out of there.
Oh.
And I would put the Rams.
Whoa.
The Super Bowl hangover is real.
Okay.
I think the 49ers, I'm not saying they're going to fall out of contention where they're not going to be.
All right, Drew, I got a question for you, Drew. I got a question for you because I know somebody's going to ask. If you can choose the team of the Rams and the 49ers, who would you choose?
I'm going to go with the Rams. I like what the Rams did this offseason. I think they're going to be a problem. I think the 49ers take a step back this year. And I like the Rams to win that division. The Super Bowl hangover is real, man. It's a real thing.
Right. Stu, I know you watched, so go ahead and react to it. And then we'll hear from Stu.
The teams I agree with. The order on a couple of them, I disagree. I would put Chiefs 1, Ravens 2, Niners 3, Lions 4, Eagles 5.
All right, Smitty, your turn to respond.
All right. I heard that, right? Listen. You could say you would put the Ravens at 2, but if you look at across the board, offensive and defensively, you want to say Lamar Jackson better than Brock Purdy, cool. Zay Flowers, and Brandon Ayuk or Debo Samuel, whichever one you want to say, they null and void. And then what? Then you still got George Kittle, who's better than Mark Andrews. Let's keep it real. Offensive line wise, I'm taking the 49ers over the Ravens offensive line. I'm taking the Niners over the Rams offensive line. They rebuilding the line if you really look at what they're doing. And then they just lost the best defensive player ever to exist. This man, that's not gonna be easy to replace. Like, people think we gonna have a struggle replacing Jason Kelce. Replacing AD is not gonna be easy. It's not. And bringing in 2 rookies ain't gonna be the start of replacing that pain.
No.
And us as Eagle fans should know.
Yeah.
We replaced people and it didn't go well for a long time at receiver. We had that problem replacing just some regular wide receivers in Deshaun Jackson. And you telling me the greatest player in their history and arguably the greatest player on the defensive side of the line in the last 25 years, let's say. And you telling me we're going to bring in Brandon Fisk from Florida State and Jared Verse. We're going to go get Cam Curl and some 6th and 7th round D tackles, and that's going to replace what Aaron Donald does for a defense. Like, I don't see them being at 1. I can't. I like Puka Nacua. I like Cooper Kupp. I like that. But Darius Robinson at
I wouldn't put the Rams 1. I would never put the Rams.
I would put them at what, 5?
The Rams 1. Yeah, I would have put the Rams at 5. I would take the 49ers out and put them at 5.
I
don't even remember where we got the Rams at. Cool Cat, you can see it better than I can't even remember.
Yeah, I gotta go to the other one, but you got them up there. Rams. I got it.
7, 8.
I agree with everything you said. Right? But if you look at what's going on, like, off season means a lot. I get that Donald is gone, but you look at what the 49ers has a lot of.
That's why I got the Rams at. That's why I got the Rams.
They got a lot of static in that. See, I would switch that.
I would put the Rams at, Smitty.
Got them at 7.
I would put the Rams 5 and the 49ers at 7.
Woo, yeah. All right.
I mean, a lot of commotion going over there in the 49ers, just like Dallas. People want new contracts. You know what I mean? It's a lot of question marks over there. Greenlaw, when is Greenlaw coming back? He's not going to be ready for the season.
No, he won't. I don't think he'll.
I'm just
They're
saying,
gonna be
and
five.
my
Yeah.
biggest
I
my
like the
biggest
40.
thing is that Super Bowl hangover is real, man. It's a real thing.
Those who don't
It
know,
is.
I can go down the list for you guys. At 32 is Panthers, Broncos at 31, Patriots at 30, Giants at 29, Commanders at 28. The next row, it's Titans at 27, Cardinals at 26, Vikings at 25, Raiders at 24, Chargers at 23. The next one, Saints at 22, Bears at 21, Seahawks at 20, Jags at 19, 18 Colts, 17 Falcons, 16 is Steelers, 15 Bucks, 14 Dolphins, Jets at Jets at 13, Browns at 12.
Packers at 11.
Yeah, Packers at 11.
That's crazy.
And of course, the two lists that you just saw.
Packers got a good young team down there, man.
Well, let me show you where the Packers are.
Yeah, number 11.
Yeah,
Browns
Packers
got a
at
team
11.
too,
That's
man.
crazy.
They got to keep a quarterback healthy. If they can keep a quarterback
That's
healthy and
crazy.
get consistent,
Who's that, Stu?
Browns gonna be a problem if they quarterback and get consistent.
I don't have no.
Yeah.
I lost confidence in Watkins, man.
Man, my problem with the Browns, as a collective, was they road to home splits. If y'all see the road to home splits on defense, it's ridiculous. I could pull it up in like 2 seconds.
Oh no, I believe you. I see.
No,
What
it's
is
I live
bad,
in the
bro.
area.
It's
That's
bad.
local for me.
It's-
Stu,
it's-
Smith, what is it?
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to my phone right now.
Yep. And as we all know, while Smitty does that, the top 10 is Bengals at 10, Bills at 9, Cowboys at 8, 7 Rams, 6 Texans, 5 the Eagles, 4 the Ravens, 3 the Lions, 2 the Chiefs, and 1 the 49ers.
All right, so
while-
the splits for the Browns, home they were 7-1, away they were 2-4. Opponents' points per game at home it was 13.1, away it was 30.7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's okay. Opponents' passing yards home it was 125, away it was 246.
Oh wow.
At home, total yards they gave up 202.9, away they gave up 358.2.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the problem for me.
That's why my in-laws and them only go to the home games. They don't go to no Browns away games.
Yep. So, any thoughts on the power rankings before we give our final thoughts? Anybody?
I'm all in with that. I like the top five, the five selection.
I mean, you could have put Giants at 32 because.
But this is only
Right.
this is like the
preseason.
This is not even. It's like the off-season power rankings more than anything.
Okay.
We didn't really like discuss the schedules or how teams will turn out. We're gonna do that more closer to the season when we get.
You guys did that power ranking?
Yeah, we got a show.
No,
on
it's
Saturday.
the check down on Saturday with Smitty and the crew. We
Yeah,
might
Saturday
do
at
one.
noon.
Cool.
Yeah, we might do one, and we might bring you guys in either next week or the following week, since there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a while before we got anything really concrete.
But yeah, we more did it off of like how teams performed in the off season, how the rosters look. We small tidbit of what you did last year and what you added, but more just like how the roster is set up. Like we're gonna do more of the performance when we see like more of the breakdown of the rosters closer to the season. So after the preseason, then we'll put out the 32 of how we feel like the season is gonna play out.
That's fair.
Well, then I retract that. That top five is cool because that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
For right now, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's cool.
Right. So
I mean, it's hard to. Hey, look, I'm giving a power rankings on 90 players. It's
on 90
breaking down.
Every team
roster
got 90 players right now.
So We going through the roster. Us as 4 people, we going through 90-man rosters. You know what I'm saying? We looking at 90 people. It's a little harder to adjust to everything you're gonna have. But when they break it down to 53, it'll be a lot easier for us to go back.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense right there. Yeah, down to 53.
What up, Simple?
What up, Big
Simple? What's
Simple? Lady! Salute to you, Big Simple. Yeah, and by the way, y'all, a special edition of Birds of Bar Street the week before the game. It will be me, Cole, Big Simple, and a Giants fan probably later that week. The original one will be on Monday with me, Smitty, Moan, and Trey. The next episode will be later on that week. We'll have Stu, we'll have Big Simple, and we'll have we'll have Cole, Big Simple, Giants fan, and me. It'll be an NFC East roundtable. So,
yeah, I remember that. Right? Y'all did that last year, right?
Yeah, we did that. We did that last year. We had. I know once upon a time we had B.O.S on there. Trust me, he'll be on sooner or later once we get our self together. So we'll do something like that. But right now it'll be the 4 of us on the show. So
B.O.S be capping.
Yeah. What'd you say, Smitty?
I ain't said nothing.
Oh, I thought somebody said something. My bad.
Go ahead, Smitty, nigga. Stop that, man.
No, he tired.
I got a migraine over here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
What happened?
I bet you glad them lights not on right now. Then
what? My head
happened,
killing
Smitty?
me. I don't know. That came out of nowhere.
Bro.
Yeah. All right. Let me get my guy out of here.
I took me 3 to leave real quick.
Take care of yourself, man.
Let me get my guy out of here so he can relax, man. So let's go ahead and give our final thoughts. Start us off, Smitty, so you can rest up, bro.
Nah, man. And it's always fly equals fly. I think we're gonna see what happens, but the summer just we gotta stay in shape, especially for some of the bigger guys. I know Jordan Davis, his change or whatever. I just want everybody to keep working and stay healthy. It's gonna be a slow time, but as all know, we gonna make sure we bring y'all great content, man. So even though I had a headache, after this show, I still was gonna rock out. Even if you didn't close it down,
Love you, bro.
I was gonna be there.
Yeah. Love you, bro.
Hey man, I do this for the people, man. It really don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the Eagles to death. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it all over the wall. I took over a whole section that wasn't even supposed to be mine. I was like, you know what? I'm taking this. Yeah, I know you wanted it, but it's my area now. You know what I'm saying? Just for the people, man. So, and it's always love, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep this going, man. I think it's gonna be a great season. Let's get through this slow season, though.
Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead, Stu. You next.
Look, man. Final thoughts are simply this, man. We're looking promising, not just for this season, but for seasons to come, man. And the way it looks like things is going, with how we trying to do is just trying to keep us staying young, keeping us in the fight, making sure we always competing at the highest level. And that's all we can ask for as Eagles fans. Y'all know how to do it. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe to everybody here on the panel, share it out, let everybody know what we're doing here. And as always,
fly,
baby.
Reggie, you next. Final thoughts?
My final thoughts is this, man. I know we're gonna have a good season. I got confidence in our players. That's where I lay my hand at on our players until I see different. And the players that we got prove to me that they are who they say they are, and we got grinders. We got grinders, man. And I want to appreciate y'all guys for inviting me in and let me sit at the table with y'all. I truly appreciate that, man. Y'all have my blessings and all y'all endeavors moving forward. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and tell your friends about the Broad Street Show.
Yeah, Birds of Broad Street. Remember, y'all.
Fly.
Remember, Reggie. The motto of the show is "Welcome to Broad Street."
Welcome to Broad Street.
Welcome to Broad Street.
Gotcha.
That's right. That's why it's called Birds of Broad Street. We welcome y'all to Broad Street.
Appreciate
it. Go ahead,
Drew.
You next.
Hey, man. Welcome to Broad Street. Hey, I went to Ben Franklin High School right there off of Broad and Green, so I already know what it is. My final thoughts is the Eagles are in great position. You hear all these other noises from these other franchises like the Cal Turds and the 49ers. They got these little dramas. They got all this little stuff going on where you see Ski Mask Howie. We got the culture that's going on. I love it. I think that Howie's putting us in position to yet still be the gold standard of the NFC East. Yes, Giants, Washington, Dallas, the Eagles are the gold standard of the division. We will remain the gold standard of the division. So just kick back, eat the dust, watch what we do. Fly, Eagles, fly.
And go
Go
over there.
Birds. We come in there to get that bowl.
Let's
And we
get
out.
it. Let's get it.
Hey, real quick, can I send a special shout out to Simone the Queen and my
Salute to
man
my
Philly
sister,
Notion.
man.
Philly Notion. Hey,
Yeah.
man, salute, bro.
Mhm.
Salute where you at, you and your family, man.
Yep.
One love.
Yep. Salute to Moan. Salute to Trey. Salute to Notion. Salute to Smitty. Salute to everybody that's been rocking with us from episode 1 to episode 149. We're getting close to 200 episodes, y'all.
That's right.
We're getting close to 200 episodes of B.O.B.S. So make sure you please, we got 236 subscribers on the channel. Get them subscribers up, get them likes up. Let's get to 1,000 before Brazil.
Woo! Let's do that. That's doable.
Exactly. We
That's
got
doable.
a couple more to go. So let's get ahead. Everybody got work to do tomorrow. Smitty, relax yourself, bro.
Need that.
Take it easy. And for everybody else, fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds. Welcome to Broad Street. Lights
out.
And also make sure you step over there to the kitty table. Lights
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.